I speak with Warren Sapp directly as my source.
To you. You're not going to give me an apology?
No, sir.
You told me I was wrong, and I definitely wasn't wrong.
We're done.
And you haven't read it. I'm coming right behind you, sir.
Yes,
no problem. Leave me right on out of here. I'm coming right behind you. Come on, I'm right behind you.
No, sir.
All right, there it is. I forgot. Officer safety.
You don't have my permission to record me, just so you know.
You know you are a public servant, and I can record the police in the course of their duties. You might want to get in the Constitution, Chief. Sheriff, you might want to do the Constitution.
The root of Okeechobee County corruption is Dirty Sheriff Noel E. Stevens. He trains his officers to violate citizen rights and covers up for them when someone reports it. I spoke with Coach Sapp for 2 hours over the phone. We have many videos coming for you guys. Check out this unseen footage of Warren confronting Sheriff Stevens after his illegal arrest.
Get that thing. Yes, ma'am.
Second door on the left.
Howdy, sir.
Afternoon.
No, Steve. That's it.
All right. I wanted to come and have a better dialogue with you because I felt the phone conversation didn't satisfy me at all, and kind of left me wanting after you pretty much hung up on me, told me have a good morning, and clicked.
That's what you going with?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm going with. So you have a good morning. Take care.
So what do I do with my chart? Oh, okay. Here we go.
You didn't ask me if I had any more questions or anything. So, all right. Who was the lieutenant that was on duty that night? That was above? I asked Ellis for his supervisor.
I really don't recall.
Hurst or Hahn? Hurst or Hahn?
My patrol lieutenants are Hurst and Lowe.
Oh, Hurst and Lowe. So it was the H. It was the H. It was the H. It was the Hurst. So, and I asked him, may I speak to him? Because at no time did Ellis come to me at the scene or anything. And when I asked Kenrick, when she got ready to drive off, I said, ma'am, you're breaking policy. When I asked for a supervisor, y'all ain't brought me a supervisor yet. And she slammed the car on brakes and jumped out, yelling Ellis. And I didn't know at the time, but now I know it was Sergeant Ellis that she was yelling for.
Ellis! Sorry. Or whoever. He wants to speak to a supervisor. Do you want to speak to him or not?
I have to be, yeah, you're supposed to be your supervisor.
Okay. Ellis, Sarge.
I mean, you guys got whatever guy.
Well, I know, but he wants to speak to you unless you want me to just take him. Sarge. No? Cool, you're just going to walk away and ignore me?
It's okay. Let's just
take him?
Take him. We'll follow you.
If he wants to speak to him in the jail.
He can talk to someone in the jail.
Alright. I was instructed to take you.
Hold on.
I'm instructed to take you.
Hold on. Y'all not going to let me speak to the
I am instructed to take you.
And when she came back to me, she said, the arresting officer told me to take you. I say, not the supervisor?
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be a supervisor. I guess you watch too much TV.
No, I'm asking for a supervisor. Isn't that y'all policy to provide a supervisor?
Just because you ask for a supervisor at that time might not be the time you're going to see a supervisor. You're on your way to jail.
No, I had asked for a supervisor from the first time he put his hands on me, sir.
That's all I want to know. Where's the
Sit
supervisor?
down.
Can I get a supervisor?
Sit down.
Can I get a supervisor?
Sit down.
That's you?
You have anything in your pockets?
I don't search. I don't consent to any searches.
Well, you are detained.
I am being detained for what? Where's the supervisor? Please,
Stand up.
please. No, I'm good. Right? You told me to sit.
up.
You told me to sit. I'm gonna sit.
Stand up.
You told me to sit. I'm gonna sit.
Stand up.
Can you get a supervisor, please?
Stand up.
Can I get a supervisor, please?
Stand up.
Can I get a supervisor, please?
Hey, Sanchez.
Can I get a
these people
supervisor,
back.
please?
Get
Can
him
I get a
back.
supervisor, please?
Stand up.
Well, like that, once again, you're not going to get a supervisor. The world's not going to stop for you at that point.
I'm a law-abiding citizen being grabbed and illegally detained.
Well, that's your opinion. But
We've already had the Monday morning quarterback from the DA, right? You didn't see that one?
Are you asking me a question? What can I do for you today?
I was looking for an apology because you told me that I was wrong.
You are, as well as my deputy. You both, in my opinion, could have handled the situation differently, and there have been a different outcome.
How could I have handled the situation better?
Well, I'm not prepared to talk to you about that now. You are in the process of a criminal case, and we're not going to try that case.
What criminal case?
You going to let me talk, or you going to interrupt me?
No, I was asking, what criminal case am I involved in?
Let me talk to you, and I'll answer your question. And then you could go, then we'll let you talk. Fair enough?
I'm listening.
Sir?
I'm listening.
We're not going to try your criminal case across my desk. There is a process. If you feel that you have been wronged by one of my deputies, by one of my supervisors, or anybody with the Okeechobee County Sheriff's Office, you can file a complaint against an officer that will be looked at, and that information that is found from that request will be passed on to you. As far as your criminal case, that will go through the process, or already has, because I think your case has been null pros. So that criminal case is over with and has been dropped by the state attorney's office. So there has been a after action report that has been developed by my office at my request because of some of the very things that you have pointed out already. And there have been some findings that have been already done with that, and that is public record and available to you upon your request.
Would you provide that for me?
Absolutely. Absolutely. When you go out, if you just stop at my public records.
I just made it right here with you, Chief.
Sir?
I just made it right here with you.
I have staff that does that. So
I understand. You can pass that over to the staff for me.
To you upon your request on your way out.
I just did it with you,
No,
sir.
You don't understand that there is a process and a people that are in positions to fulfill your request, document it so it is properly done. I don't take those reports.
I can do it orally, and you're telling me you already have filed something, and action has been taking place, and that is a public record that I can get.
Evidently, you don't understand, or you don't feel that it's right how we handle the job.
No, never said that one time.
Yes, sir. That's because you're cutting me off. You're not allowing me to finish, and you're not allowing me to give you the proper people and process to get your request fulfilled.
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
I'll see the young lady. I'll see the young lady out front.
Conversation is over with here. I wish you a good day.
No, I was at no. I would like to speak to you. You're not gonna give me an apology?
No, sir.
You told me I was wrong, and I definitely wasn't wrong.
We're done.
And you haven't read the. I'm coming right behind you, sir.
Yes,
no
sir.
problem. Leave me right on out of here. I'm coming right behind you. Come on, I'm right behind you.
No, sir.
All right, there it is. I forgot. Officer safety. Oh. So you gonna tell the young lady for me, or I gotta tell her?
That sounds like you're going to handle it for you. I already told you how.
No, I was asking.
Right, come on right here. Stand right there. Oh, he's not here. She'll take care of you.
You want to tell her what that is? That thing
He's
you
got a
was?
request. If you can get his request and fulfill it, I appreciate it.
No. I'm asking you to tell her what you just told me in your office.
Have a good day.
You're not gonna tell me what you just told me in your office?
You know?
No?
And you don't have my permission to record me, just so you know.
You know you are a public servant, and I can record the police in the course of their duties. You might want to get in the Constitution, Chief. Sheriff, you might want to do the Constitution.
Coach Sapp told me over the phone he just wanted an apology, but he felt disrespected after Sheriff Stevens took no accountability for the situation.
Because you said you were going to call me on Monday. And I said a couple days or whatever, Monday, couple days. And I want you to know, Sheriff, and I'm recording this phone conversation for transparency and accountability, please. Is that all right?
I don't have a problem.
Oh, no, I was just making.
If that's it's how you do business, and that's how you do business. I'll just back out and let it go.
How I do business? I wanted to know.
Yes,
you said to me you would handle it, and I wanted to know how you was handling it because I wasn't going forward. I was just getting my people, in ready because I was charged and had to bail out of jail. You realize that, right?
I understand that, but rightfully so. So I mean, you're not completely innocent in this situation. You both could have handled this situation a whole lot better than how it was handled. And I'm not going to Monday morning quarterback either one of you. But both of you are in the wrong.
So,
and if you want this thing to go its course, we'll let it go its course.
You call. All right. How about this? How about this, Chief? How about this, Chief? And you said you was gonna call me, so you're calling me today to tell me what?
I'm asking you, what do you want done? Do you want me to work on this, or are you going to do it? Are you going to work on it? That's what I'm asking you.
You left me with the impression that you was going to handle this, right? That's what you said to me Sunday morning, correct?
I said, no, give me a couple of days.
Give you a couple of days, all right? Now you got a couple of days. You reviewed the footage, and you're saying you're not going to Monday morning. I just want to know, does my constitutional rights survive in Okeechobee?
Then you just go through your due process, and we'll see where your civil rights go, Warren. That's what you need to do.
I'm asking because I was charged. I understand
completely where you're at.
No. I was charged with obstruction.
Correct.
And you rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
So when you in a traffic stop, when is the traffic stop over?
When the deputy or the officer says that it's over. They're conducting official business. You impeded on their investigation as obstruction and got charged accordingly.
And you believe that's according with Florida statute what?
Yeah, I do believe that the arrest was valid. Do I believe that the officer was a little froggy to jump, if you will? Absolutely.
Absolutely. No deep. Oh,
let me
please.
Let me finish.
Please.
And then do I believe that you interjected in the traffic stop that had nothing to do with you? Absolutely. There's a proper time and a place, Warren, for you to deal with that and ask your questions, rightfully so, for your due process and your constitutional right. When that officer is doing a traffic stop, that is not the time. You're a professional. When you were on the field doing your job, nobody interjected with you in your job. Correct? So there is a right time. If they want to ask you a question, then that's rightfully so.
So your officer,
when that officer is doing the traffic stop, you do not impede on that investigation. Even if they're wrong, you don't question them on the side of the road. That is not the proper time nor the place.
That's what you're going with?
Yes, sir. That's what I'm going with. So you have a good morning. Take care.
So what do I do with my chart? Oh, okay. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
You ready to count on?
Yes, sir. It's being recorded.
Oh, no, I was just making sure.
My name is Sergeant Ellis. I'm the road patrol supervisor. You wanted to speak to the supervisor?
I was wondering, you was outside the gas station when they drove away, right?
Yes.
How come we didn't have a conversation then?
Because you were already in the back of a patrol car and we needed to get you out of there as quick as possible.
And that's what we came up with?
That's what happened.
Okay.
Whenever there's a situation like that, we try to clear the area as quick as possible.
Because?
Because there's a large group of people there and it could turn dangerous.
It was peaceful. We were peacefully assembled.
At that point.
Well, your officer had been there for 15 minutes writing a ticket.
Well, the officer was screaming for backup too, so we went.
I got that part, so now, with my situation.
You asked to speak to the supervisor, so I'm here. What would you like to know?
What am I here for?
You're being arrested for obstruction.
That's a physical act, right?
No. It's impeding an investigation. It could be physical, it could be refusing to leave, it could be continue to interject yourself into an investigation that's being done on a separate situation.
Wasn't an investigation, it was a ticket being written, right?
It was a traffic investigation.
So after you hand the person the ticket, the traffic stop is effectively over?
Well, the deputy was still talking.
No, I was asking, after you hand the ticket to the man, the effective is effectively over? The stop is over?
It depends.
I'm asking.
If the ticket is being explained to the individual who has the physical ticket in his hands, then no, it's not good.
So the explaining would be coming over the top of the hill at 45 and it drops to 35, whatever else. Ticket's in his hand, he's folding it up, the stop isn't over?
Whatever the explanation is.
No, I'm just asking.
I'm telling you.
Why he's folding it up? Is
Mr. Sapp, I'm not going to argue with you.
Oh, no,
You'll
definitely not going to argue with you.
You'll
I'm just asking.
have your day in court. I understand that. So.
Oh, no, because I just had my rights violated. Your officer said to me, do you want to go to jail? First thing he said out of his mouth to me. I said, excuse me? What's your name? So I laughed. Because I do have a right to remain silent, right? I have the right, Fourth and Fifth Amendment, right?
Yes, you absolutely have a right to remain silent. But you don't have the right to interject yourself into an investigation.
Interject myself?
Yeah, were you in the vehicle that had been stopped?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So what purpose were you in that traffic stop?
I wasn't in the traffic stop. The traffic stop was over.
The traffic stop was still being conducted.
The traffic stop was over. She hadn't handed him the ticket. The lady that was doing the stop was here. Eagle Man was here. There was another officer here. I was here. I said to the other officer that didn't arrest me, I said, how fast was he going? He said, I don't know. It's not my stop. I said, you know what? It's right. So I walked over and looked at the ticket because the lady said that he was doing double the speed limit. And I was like, that's pretty fast. I don't think he was going that fast just then. And he wasn't going double. So I just asked her, I was like, we just want you to be factual, man. You have the speed right there. There's no reason to say the man was going double when he wasn't. And that's when I got his attention. You shut up. I don't have a First Amendment. My First Amendment right is free speech and doesn't work in Okeechobee?
Yes, you have the right for freedom of speech. Once the ticket was explained to them and he leaves, that's when the traffic stop's over.
He wasn't in the traffic stop.
The guy that had the ticket in his hands.
No, the officer with me.
He was back up to the officer that was there conducting the traffic stop.
The traffic stop was over.
Okay. But I'm not going to argue semantics.
No, there ain't no semantics. I mean, his body cam was on and everything, right?
Correct.
That's all I need. All the officers that was there, body cam and all that good stuff. And
yeah, it'll all be in there. And,
1983 deprivation of rights, my first, my fourth, and my fifth.
Yes, sir. And you're more than willing.
And I really don't know how me and you couldn't have had this conversation with all those officers. You had the SWAT sergeant there too.
The SWAT sergeant? Mm-hmm. No.
Yes. That's who patted me down. Yeah, SWAT. 3 badges on his arm. 3 straps on his arm. Sergeant, he said, you have to speak to one of theirs because I'm not. I said.
Oh, that was a city sergeant. That wasn't.
That's what I said. It's another sergeant.
That wasn't SWAT.
He had SWAT on it. He had SWAT on the scene.
No. He might have been a member of a SWAT team. I don't know. But he wasn't Okeechobee County Sheriff's Office.
So you are backing up what your officer did today?
I have yet to view the video of it. So.
I just told you what happened.
Okay. There's 2 sides to every story, sir.
No, then the camera.
And there was a bunch of cameras out there.
Because when I got ready to start recording with my body cam, they snatched that.
Okay.
That'd be a bang violation, wouldn't it? Prior restraint, stop me from recording. Because there was no reason to put me in handcuffs. I hadn't done anything.
Well, I wasn't there at that time, so I don't know how you ended up.
No, I'm just standing there.
I don't know. All I know is
I watched the other 2 officers sitting there so peaceful and calm. Say, really? You just gonna allow this to happen? I haven't done anything.
Okay.
He asked me my name, and I don't have to tell him my name.
Sir, if you feel like your rights have been violated.
Oh, no, it's going down. Don't worry about it. I heard you. You didn't want to speak to me at the scene. Let him drive off without it. I go.
Listen, you can fill out a citizen complaint on the deputy if you choose to. And there'll be an internal investigation done on it.
Oh, yeah, you're going to investigate yourself and find nothing wrong, just like you're doing right here in front of me now. It's fine. It's cool. We're going to see what the federal court got to say about it.
Okay. You have that right.
Oh, absolutely I do. Absolutely.
Any other questions I can ask or answer for you?
I'm glad you finally got around to having a conversation with somebody that was just unlawfully arrested.
Okay.
And the cop got back out and started yelling at you to come back, and you still didn't come.
I say that again?
The lady officer got back out and started yelling, Alice.
Lady officer?
Yeah, the one that drove me here. That's who wrote the ticket. There's a lady officer. You don't even know that?
Yeah, I know who wrote you the ticket, but I didn't hear anything.
Right, me the ticket? I didn't get the ticket written.
I know the person.
I wasn't riding in the car, and they identified the passenger.
I know the person who wrote the ticket, but I don't know who was hollering for me to come talk to him.
The person that drove me here.
Yeah,
he didn't even look at it.
I didn't hear it.
You didn't even look at it.
There were so many people out there going on.
You didn't even look at it.
There were so many people going on.
You didn't even look at it.
No, I didn't.
Classic.
Okay. Anything else you need to know?
Oh, no, I'm good. You got your business card?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay. It shouldn't be much longer, by the way.
I shouldn't even be there, Mr. Ellis, but I see Okeechobee needs a refresher course in the Constitution, and I'll bring it to you.
Okay.
I promise you I will.
All right.
I promise
You can put him back.
you. You your supervisor, Ellis?
What's that?
Who's your supervisor?
My supervisor?
The lieutenant, the LT?
Yeah, Lieutenant Lowe.
Is he around?
Yeah, he's working.
Could you give him a call? Give him a call for me, please?
Would you like to speak to him?
Yes, I would.
Okay. I'll let him know.
Sheriff Stevens still blames Warren after reviewing the body cam footage. Officer Sattalante is unhinged and cannot be trusted to enforce the law. It's scary knowing he is responsible for preparing young deputies for duty. He needs to be fired, and every officer he trained should be investigated. Would you feel comfortable with him conducting a traffic stop on your teenage child? Let me know how you feel about this in the comments. I am working with Coach Sapp, and we have many videos coming for you guys. He sent me lots of unseen footage that he wants y'all to see. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe for me. Also turn on post notifications so you don't miss any news or updates. The Okeechobee City Council meeting was this morning, and I have a video coming tomorrow on that as well. Peace out, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.